We all have that one friend that says, girl, get out of your ego. And you're like, what are you talking about? I'm totally right. She's a bitch. Or whatever it might be. I'm talking to my girls. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on, click in. Hello everyone, welcome to Clarity Couture. I'm Lindsay. Thank you so much for being here, taking the time to share this space with me. Before we get started to talk about the ego today, what it does and how you can tell if you're in it, I wanted to just quickly touch on my new program, the Content Creator's Authenticity Key. It will be launching within the next couple of weeks. I'm just making some final touches and tweaks. I'm really excited about this. I might be going overboard. You know how us artists are, there's never a finishing moment, right? That's the deciphering moment for an artist, is when we're like, okay, it's done. And then you're like, no, wait, hold on, one more touch, two more touches, and then you go back to it and you're like, okay, now it's done. Nope, it's not done yet. So that's kind of what's going on with the program. I'm dialing it in. I'm making sure that I don't have too much information in there for you guys because I'm just so excited, but I also want to make sure that we really dial it in so that it is so catered to you and what you need. So if you go to the link right there, you can follow the site and it will give you a little bit of info. If you're interested, fill out your email, send that email over to me, sign up for the waitlist, and I will get in contact with you shortly. Okay, so today we're going to talk about ego. So first off, what is ego, right? Everyone's like, oh, you're so in your ego. Get out of your ego. Oh my God, he's so in his ego. He posted that. That was so egoic. Okay, the majority of people, if you ask them this today, they wouldn't be able to break down into words what ego means. Don't worry about that though. I got you. I'm gonna do it for you, okay? So, ego is the conditioned subconscious that steps in to preserve the well-being of self. One of my favorite things to say is judgment is ego's best friend. So if you're like, well, I don't know if I'm an ego, okay, so I'm protecting myself. Cool, like I don't see anything wrong with that. Back in the day, yeah, being an ego was a good thing. You could protect yourself, but there's a need to be transparent where the ego requires you to hide so many parts of self that doesn't allow you to fully connect with someone on an authentic level. So where ego was necessary back in the day, now it actually hinders your ultimate growth. So I've talked about being run by ego before. I'll put that video right up there. What I mentioned in that video is a good way to tell if you're being run by ego or not is if someone were to say, hey, there's a stranger, you've never met him before, go give him $10. And ego goes, why? What's giving that guy $10 gonna do for me? Whereas living in the heart would be like, thanks, guy. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to love somebody today. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. There's a difference in vibration. First off, when you're living in your heart, you don't have time to be like,
where's my next $10 gonna come from?
how am I gonna get $10 more to give to another homeless person? When people are like, where's the next money flow gonna come from? They're usually not following up with, so I can help more people. They're usually thinking, so I can survive me. Ego puts you on a pedestal of me. How am I going to survive? What is this gonna do for me? It is all me, myself, and I. And this is not a G-Eazy song, people. Life is shifting. The tables have turned. And honestly, when it comes to giving, a little off topic for a second, it sounds crazy because they conditioned us not to align to what the energy actually is, but instead align to what they tell us, which is work hard, you'll make lots of money. How many of y'all know billionaires that aren't doing shh right now? Okay, a lot of people with a lot of money right now that are sitting on that money like freaking Uncle Scrooge, not giving it to anybody that they could help, and they probably don't have a flow of cash coming in right now. And if they do, it's probably slowed a significant amount from what they usually get. And the reason for that is when you pinch off the abundance flow of giving to another, I'm seeing it as, do you remember when you were a kid and you would drink from the water hose? Maybe I'm showing my age. I'm proudly 33 in October. No problem sharing that with you guys. I drank from the hose. When I drank from the hose, I distinctly remember if I don't want to spray or leave water everywhere when I'm done drinking from the hose, I'm going to bend the hose and stop the flow of water so I can carry the hose back to where I got it and turn the water off, right? When you're thinking of your money flow and being an ego and being like, why would I help somebody just because I can? Just remember the laws of the universe. The universe is like the mob, guys. The universe matches the energy you give out. What you give out, you get back. It's like when our parents would be like, hey, yo, you get an A on this test, I'll give you an ice cream tonight, and you'll get an ice cream every night for a week, because that's equivalent. I don't know why I'm thinking this, like, I'm going so far off of it, but it's like, you know, if they had a C and you want them to have an A, there's 7 days in a week, right? C usually equivalent, back in the day for school, was like 70% was a C or some shit. So you could be like 7 days for the grade to go all the way up, you would get 7 days of ice cream. I'm really on a tangent right now, not really sure where that came from. So in regards to ego and not helping other people, trying to not get too much off topic, ran off topic a little bit. When it comes to this, you want to remember that ego is hindering you, knowing that you shut the flow of water off with the hose, thinking of it in the physical existence, right? You now know on an energetic level that not giving is the exact equivalent of folding the hose in half and stopping all abundance flow from coming to you because you couldn't give when you had a chance. That's how I truly have taught my 10-year-old to view abundance and just the act of energetic and exchange in general. Energetic exchange in general is a big deal. Another thing I see a lot of is people when they're in their ego being like tit for tat, you know? She slept with my boyfriend, I'm gonna sleep with hers. Woo! We're not gonna get into that. Shake that off. First off, the energy required to be that petty, you keep yourself in timeline of that energy that you're putting out. I will admit to you guys, I used to be in my ego. I was like a lot of people who had fake Instagram accounts, right? And I would watch people and I would watch what they were doing and then I would get all upset at the way that they live and they had no idea I was watching them because I was watching them from a fake account. That's ego. Ego tells you to create a fake account and stalk people to make yourself feel bad because ego wants to help you stay protected. And if you're in fear mode and you're comparing yourself to everybody else, you'll never actually take the steps to step into your soul blueprint. So ego used to help you because back in the day, stepping into your soul blueprint got you killed, okay? Back in the day, stepping into the soul blueprint of why we're here on this earth and what we're here to do would get you killed. Those are not the rules anymore. That's not a risk you take anymore. And because that's not a risk that you take anymore, you can be assured that everything you do now needs to be authentic, or at some point, ego running the show is going to be what actually pulls you out of the alignment you need to succeed. So I know quite a few of my friends are tarot buffs. You guys are picking up your cards. You are really diving in deep to your soul healing. I'm so proud of you guys, by the way, because that's what put me on the path that I'm on now. And that's actually one of the reasons why I include tarot and aspects of reading tarot, oracle cards, and even sharing a few tricks that I've learned and picked up on the way inside my program as a bonus training, simply because so many of the people that I've been speaking with are on that path, and I'm really proud of you guys. Just remember really quickly that when you're reading the cards, you're reading the energy as it is right now. That's why in my program, I'm using tarot to teach you guys how to shift the reality so that you jump onto a timeline that you want. It's really like that show Quantum Leap. You're quantum leaping into the future that you want. Actually, a fun hashtag that I've used for quite a long time is quantum leaping into my future. You guys should try that hashtag. It's super fun. And that can be kind of like our little thing if you want. So when we go back to ego, back to the tarot aspect, your sun sign represents your ego. So whatever your sign is, if you look it up and look up the attributes of your sun sign, positive, and what they would view as negative, highlight the negative ones. Those are the ones that are usually respondent with your ego. So that's kind of a fun way to learn some things about yourself and also help you become self-aware of those characteristics that you usually do when you start to feel wounded and step into your ego. All right, guys, now you know what time it is. It's time for your affirmations. Okay, guys, because we want you to stay out of your ego, I want you to realize that ego is a lower vibration and that you have the ability to immediately snap out of that vibration by just rising in vibration. And the way that you rise in vibration is by gratitude. So I want you to say right now, I am thankful. Thank you, universe. I am thankful. I am thankful. Thank you, universe. I am thankful. Thank you, universe. And remember that the act of gratitude is powerful, and you have the choice in every moment to step into your power and be grateful for where you are and not project yourself into the future and not quantum leap onto a timeline that you don't like, but instead allow yourself to be in this present moment and to really pick up what it is that you're getting in this present moment and to be grateful for it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And just feel it. All right, guys, I want you to remember to drive yourselves well because your body is a vehicle for your soul. And if you like this video, click like and subscribe. All of my details will be somewhere. Also, if you are interested in checking out the content creators authenticity key, I'm interested in listening to you. Go to claritycouture.com. There's the link right there. And check it out. If it's something that kind of speaks to your soul, fill out the email for a wait list and I will get into contact with you. Okay, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Namaste.